Ba, 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 ba. What's going on? Look who figured his stuff out. What's poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. Hold on. I'll take that mic. Put that to the side, actually, because I don't need the second mic for right now. What is going on? I figured some stuff out, thankfully. Internet went out, programs crashed, brain was torn to the edge of the world and back. But alas, we're still here. Let me actually it still glitches so hard. Let me go to Twitter really quick. I don't even know how to get the link to my own stream on here, at least. Also, let me know, whoever's in here, let me know how my audio sounds, how like the mic and everything is looking so far. Because I don't have headphones yet to test and hear myself, so I have to go off of other people's words. It's literally like a trust fall, but it's okay. It's our own trust fall. I have a few things pulled up on the computer here. Let me see. Bro, lo-fi hip-hop radio stations never will let you down, ever. And then I got special guest Kate and the new kitten coming in very soon here. I actually can hear the kitten through the doorway, meowing like a motherfucker when I drop the remote. Let me see. Copy. We finally, if I can spell that right, live with the laugh emoji. And then paste. We're finally live. Tweeted. I'm good off that. I'm good. Did it use a random thumbnail? It looks like it used a random thumbnail. That's funny. Even when I tried for it not to. Do, do, do. Let me actually move some of this over here too. The nature noises, whenever lo-fi kicks into like nature noises, it makes me feel so sleepy. Like it's so relaxing. Also, let me know how the music's picking up too. I know the music's not going to be super loud because this is a condenser mic, but at least somewhat listenable. If that makes any sense. No. Ah. I got my little mixer board off to the side over here, and so I have to make little just ever so slightly, maybe some audio adjustments, just to make sure stuff's getting picked up right. But the main reason why I wanted to go live for a little bit right now was because of how horrible the fiasco with the PS5 reveal live was yesterday. Dude, I couldn't get that to work for shit. And I've come to the conclusion that I know what I'm doing. It's just that I'm limited with the computer that I have. I need to get a new computer. I need to get like an actual gaming PC, and is going to be quite a little cash out. But I'm going to need a little gaming PC that'll be able to handle all of this streaming, multitasking, because I want to get my computer screen on here too, and also like different games and stuff, and just actually be able to do stuff on the stream, not only just have the webcam. I do like this though. This feels a lot more personal and a lot, I don't know, more inviting. But I want to be able to do the stuff I want to be able to do, and I'm limited by the technology of my time, as Howard Stark ever so gracefully put it. How can I get some of this shit to go away? Let me see. See, now it goes dead silent. That's the one thing with these lo-fi. Oh, and now it's loud as hell again. All right. Again, if anybody can, let me know how the audio sounds coming through, my voice specifically, and also everything else. Just let me know how we're looking, because I can't see it on your guys' end, so I have to go off of what you say. Let me text somebody right now. Let's see. Misspelling. All right, text sent. Also, where's my thing at? Oh, it's right there. That's the hard part, because I want to upload all these things after I am done with the live, which, by the way, I know the last time that I did a whole like TripTalk live like this, I went on for 3 hours. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think I'm going for 3 hours, and I may just go for like an hour or so. But I just wanted to talk about the PlayStation and some other things and kind of redeem myself from yesterday. But this will probably be a shorter live stream tonight. But yeah, it's always a bit of a lull. I'm waiting for at least a few souls to get in here. And then when I upload the actual video to my channel as a video on its own, it's just like 10 straight minutes of silence before things actually kick off the ground. I mean, that's a live stream though. That's not really much else I could do about that, unless I have like 10,000 people just waiting on me, which would not happen. Now, important to speak in absolutes. You never know. But as I sit here and twirl my little Velcro around to my one viewer, whoever you are the best. You're just the greatest. You are a superhero. Also, if you're the one viewer in this right now who is checking, do not feel obligated to stay. You can leave me alone just like everyone else, and I'll sit here and talk to myself. It's fine. It's totally fine. I'm joking. And at the same time, also not joking. So don't feel obligated. This is going to kind of be an off stream anyways, up until Kate and the little kitten get in here too. Dude, I'm seeing so many PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X memes on Twitter and just it's so funny. People are just having a ball with it. It's so weird looking, man. It's so weird looking. Just to say that right off the bat, like, it's definitely unique. I've got to give them that. It's definitely unique. But is it unique? Yes. But at the price of what? Like, how functional is it? It looks huge. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, or if anyone has seen that Reddit post that guy made where he compared the disk drives on all the systems. Dude, the disk, like, this console is going to be huge. I don't mean like sales wise. I mean like physically. This thing is going to be a monster. It's going to be like a little mini PC tower. We thought the Xbox Series X was, but that's just going to be like a little mini fridge. This thing's going to be like a skyscraper. It's even taller than the original like fat boy PlayStation 3 when it stood on its side. And that thing was chongus, man. That thing was huge. This is going to be even bigger. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't understand what they're doing with the new console stuff, like with the shapes of it. Because if you look at modern day entertainment centers, or, you know, most of the stuff that people have their TVs set up on, nobody's got the space for like an Xbox that's vertical and is just like a wide little chongus and stands up like this. No one's got the space for that. And then the PlayStation 4, or 5, the PS5, that thing is just got a unique form factor, and I don't know how practical that is. Who's going to be able to fit that on their TV stand or on their TV center? Like, it's got waves in it. If you get the one with the disc drive, it's even got a little ass going on. Like, I don't know, because it can't lay flat. At least the Series X can. But even then, what a weird design for a console. Like, it's just, I don't know if that was their goal, kind of like with Apple and the iPhone 11 Pro. Like, because part of their goal with like the weird camera setup like that was they wanted it to be kind of polarizing and like easily recognizable, so people knew right away what it was. I know companies do that sometimes, but I feel like Microsoft and Sony really sacrificed like functionality and everything else just to make their system look weird, or I guess unique. The Series X definitely does look a lot more plain next to it now, though. I'm seeing pictures of people photoshopping that the Series X looks like a coffee table mount, and then they're putting like the table on top of it, holding the PlayStation 5. That's funny. It does look like that. I don't know if anybody played Destiny, but to me, the PlayStation 5 looks exactly like a Warlock helmet. Like, exactly like a Warlock helmet. I'm probably going to Photoshop that tonight and see if I can make a quite little funny meme. But hold on, I got to go back into my DMs because somebody DM'd me a picture, another PlayStation and Xbox meme. Yeah. One of my buddies was talking about how cool it would be if it came in different colors. It probably will come in different colors eventually. I don't think we've ever seen a console other than the Switch launch in different colors. And even then, the Switch is just black itself, but the Joy-Cons are different colors. We didn't see Switches start switching up colors until they were onto like the Switch Lite and special editions and shit like that. So I think that the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 that we see right now are going to be the only ones available for at least a couple years, unless one of them does not sell well and they have to start putting bundles or special editions to really start enticing people. Then that changes the name. But I wish I could put these memes on a damn screen, like, because I'm seeing some funny shit right now. And because of my damn computer, like that damn ass computer, it will not. It'll just seize up the system and it'll freeze. I tried doing the PlayStation Live event live stream. That didn't work neither. So alas, here I am. I've accepted my fate and the fact that I'm going to have to get a gaming PC probably within this next week, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and just do it so I can get something that's just like a stream machine. I can do anything I want as far as gaming, online quizzes, looking at stuff. Because I'd love to go on Reddit and look at a bunch of subreddits with you guys, or even just scroll through Twitter and look at these PlayStation 5 memes. This is fucking hilarious, man. Like, this is really funny. And my damn computer just can't handle it. It can't handle it. But hello to everybody that's here. Thanks for joining. Thank you. If you leave, no hard feelings. I'm used to that. I'm used to people leaving me. Let me know in the chat if everything sounds okay, if it looks okay, if there's any issues coming through. Let me know how it looks on your end. Because right now I'm just killing time kind of talking about PlayStation 5 memes and what people think it looks like, which is just comedy. It's just comedy. Plus, I took Twitter off of my phone. So now that I'm on it on the desktop for a second, this is kind of the only Twitter exposure I get in the day now. So it makes it a lot more fun for me. Especially when I go onto the trending page and it's just like Squirtle and Charmander is trending. Okay, dope. Pokemon. Fuck yeah. Let's talk about that. But just a PlayStation 5. You know what? Actually, let me do that too. Let me go on to Reddit and let's see what the PlayStation 5 subreddit looks like. Because I'm sure that there's a lot of chatter going on over there. And also, if you guys have any questions at all, just send in questions. Like literally anything. We can talk PlayStation, Xbox, and games, or life, or the channel, videos, stuff like that. Like, if you guys want to hop in the conversation, let me know. I got to check my Instagram too, because I told people to send in questions. And I'm pretty sure most of it was just my friends fucking with me. Yup. Why do PlayStation people have small wee-wees? That was sent to me by a 22-year-old man. Almost a 22-year-old man. I think none of them do. I think people who are fanboys of specific consoles have small wee-wees. Just like them all, man. Like, that's like the Marvel versus DC debate. Like, listen, I think factually Marvel, at least cinematically, is better than DC. I just think that's a cinematic fact. There's numbers and audiences to prove that. But who cares, man? The more comic book stuff we get, the better. The more video game competition we get, the better. Like, Sony and Microsoft thrive off of each other. They know that each one drives sales for the other. And competition's healthy, man. It's like one of the things that they teach you in business. Moves innovation, motivation. Somebody photoshopped the PS5 to make it look like the PS2 with like the PS2 logo in handwriting, and that looks super sick too. I do think it's inevitable that we will get an all black PlayStation 5. I think that's inevitable. I don't know how long though, because I really think Sony's pushing this like two-tone white and black look, which I love. If they announced an all black and then this two-tone white and black, I'm still getting the white and black. I love the white looking consoles. I got a D brand skin for my Switch a while ago. My whole Switch was white for a minute. I just like how clean like white technology looks. It just looks really futuristic. Someone even did like a PS5 Classic Edition where it's all gray, kind of looks like a PlayStation 1. This is pretty crazy too. It does look very boring gray though. God, dude, such an interesting design. I'm still not over it. It's so weird that that's what they ended up going with. I don't know. Just bizarre. Oh, hello. The special guests are walking in. We have fluctuated in viewers and people coming in. I got you a mic set up. Hold on, we got Kate coming in. All 20,000 people. It's just a chorus. Is it calm? jeez, that was the only thing in the way. All right, I'm back. Hold on, I had to get the chair over here for Kate. Hold on. Oh, and there it is. There it is. Hold on, let me turn your mic up. Hold on.
She's so mad. It's okay.
I know. We probably won't be able to hold her forever because she's going to meow like crazy, and then we'll just have to let her go and run around. But isn't this better? Look, everybody. I told you she'd get an upgrade. She's got an office chair and her own microphone now.
And we have a cat. So much better. I know. I just didn't want it to block her. I'll hold her like this.
I'll angle it towards you. Go a little bit further back. There. My arm's kind of blocking it forward, too.
She's so lost.
I think
the live looked really good. I checked on it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
She's my intel on how the live streams look. I have to text her and then ask her, what does it look like? And is there anything that I should change?
I don't know if she'll stay on my lap.
She's not going to stay forever. But here, I'll show anyone anyway.
It's like, show her off.
So, hello, everybody. Meet Akira. that's
her
Akira.
way of saying hi.
She is in crackhead mode right now, so all she wants to do
I should have
is
brought the spray bottle.
Run around in the room. No, she's fine. She just got to explore. I've let her in here before while I've worked and stuff. No, we got her about a week ago. She was 6 weeks. She's like 7 weeks old now.
Yeah, she's 7 weeks now.
So I got to take her to the vet this week. Because from what I was told, you got to wait till they're about 8 weeks to get all their shots and everything and see what I can do, make sure she's all good and healthy. But it was an old roommate of mine. His coworker found her stranded, stray in her backyard, very young. And so he sent me a Snapchat and was like, "You want a cat?" And I was like,
maybe.
Yeah. I was like, actually, yeah, sure. It's something me and Kate had talked about for a minute. So we finally just said, you know what? Let's go meet the little fucker. And we did.
And we fell in love.
And now she meows all the time. And now I have something that gets to shit in a sandbox in my room. It's so awesome.
I know.
No, but she is really cool, though.
She's a really good kitten.
Yeah, I grew up with 2 kittens and eventually 2 cats like my whole life. And she's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's our little furry friend that's been helping me, I think, honestly, with a lot of like...
I think me too. I think she's just been a really good distraction.
I was gonna say it's been a cool distraction. Actually, it's funny calling a pet a distraction. Obviously, she means more than that, but like she has distracted us and given us more of like a, I guess you could say a purpose, but like more responsibility, more things to think about, and kind of help relieve some of my anxieties a little bit and stuff. And she's just gonna be our furry little part of the family as she's running around the room right now.
I know. She's like checking everything out right now.
She'll look at herself in the mirror. I have a mirror attached to this door over here. It's like halfway up. And she'll literally jump up and hold on with her claws and look at her face in the mirror and then just like fall down. It's the funniest shit ever.
I don't know what it is with her and reflections, but she's obsessed.
Most animals are. When they've never seen like a mirror or anything before, they always think it's like a rival beast. Is this cat trying to push the limits right now? I was going to open this up.
I know. I was like, when I checked, there was a lot more chats.
Really?
Mm-hmm. People had been commenting.
What the hell? Okay, if people are commenting, I'm sorry. Because it's telling me that I cannot connect to the chat right now. That makes me so mad. Yeah. What the hell? Pop out chat? Let me go here really quick. Hold on just a sec.
Yeah, why is it popping up there?
That's so weird. Okay, I finally found the chat, guys. Marcos is in here. I didn't even know that. All right,
hi, Marcos.
Damn, that's so annoying. I'm so sorry, you guys.
We're just going to have to go back and forth. Can you pull it up on the other monitor?
Yeah, I will. That's a good idea, actually. Let me go to pop out chat and then go over here. That's so annoying. What the heck?
Hi, baby.
I guess not.
I know, that's so weird. It was working perfect the first time we streamed.
It's because our internet went out. Ow, she just climbed up my leg. Oh,
I know her claws are getting sharp.
that was brutal.
Oh, there she goes. She on the desk.
All right, hold on. Let me catch up on the comments right now. If you're still watching right now, literally chat right now so I can see if I'm getting it in real time. Because I see Yo and Marcos. Eli said, "Let's go." Oh, Marcos is still in it. Perfect. Thank you, dude. Thank you. All right, that's
So we
literally
saw
all I
that.
needed. I had problem after problem setting this shit up. I live streamed before, but our internet went out, which is random. That's only ever happened like one other time. And then the program I was using crashed, and then I had a mic issue. So it's so funny that now I've figured it out and I can only see the chat though. But at least I can see it. Doing some work, just listening in. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate
know, that's awesome.
it. Let's see. What mic am I using right now? I'm still using the same mic actually that I had in the room at the old house. I don't know the name of it. I got it. Oh, hi, Akira. I got a 4-pack of them off Amazon through Fat Kid Deals a few years ago. They're like a no-name brand. I honestly don't know. But
I know. I was seeing if I had like the name on there or anything.
they're just normal condenser mics. I remember, I think most like standard, they're like $50-$60 a mic, but I got them for way cheaper than that because I kind of finessed. My dream mic is a Shure mic though, Shure. But these ones have been great. I've actually been really impressed with the audio quality. I spent like $150 on a USB mixer that I can plug all the mics into. But like you can't fix a shitty mic. Sometimes mics are just poor and you can't help that. And I've actually been pleasantly pleased with how these are. And he said, "Nice seeing y'all still going strong." Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're tried our best not to go crazy during the pandemic. And staying inside for like 3 months straight. I seen you and Bonnie on Instagram, so I know that you guys are still going strong as well. Glad to see that, man. Hope you guys were good during all that craziness too. It's wild. Like as soon as we all found a new spot, it's like the world came crumbling apart.
I know, on God.
He said, "Oh, absolutely, man. She won't let me leave."
Instigating as always.
She'll beat me for sure. Bro, I've been seeing her workouts, man. She's killing it. I wouldn't be surprised. I've started running a little bit. I'm trying to work up to be able to run 10 miles. I got to go running at least tomorrow again. I haven't for a couple days because I was giving myself a break, but I was consistently running there for a second. I'm trying to get at least 10 miles because I would love to be able to run a marathon. Like I'd love to be able to do a marathon. And my cousin, or my nephew, I should say, he's 14 years old and he has cystic fibrosis and he's in cross country and he can run 11 miles and he's 14 and cystic fibrosis is a lung disease. Bro, and he's able to do all that. It's insane. I rode my bike to work 7.3 miles.
Oh my God.
Oh shit,
that's
dude.
crazy.
I do 2 miles right now, and I literally drag myself into the house and I crawl instantly into an ice cold shower. And I just sit there rethinking every decision I made for the past 30 minutes. So I'm not anywhere close to 10 right now.
She can't mess with anything, right?
She might accidentally turn something, but I'm sure she'll let us know.
Okay.
Bonnie does like 3 miles a day. Fuck all that,
God.
dude.
Good for her though.
Yeah, if you can do that,
her.
that's fucking awesome. That takes so much cardio and endurance. Like, dude, I'm scrawny as it comes. I'm trying to build myself up, and I get to a mile and I'm already feeling it, and then I push it and just kind of space out a second mile. I'm trying to see how I can. Oh, that's not how we do it.
That's for sure not it. Should I Google it? What?
She found herself up on the desk and now she's like, "What the hell?" What? You guys are going to hear her meows popping up.
What?
It usually means that she wants to get down on the floor.
Mm-hmm. She can just jump down though. You're not trapped.
This is literally the lamest thing right now. Participants. Okay, let me go back.
What? What does that mean?
He said, oh, so I joined in a little late. PS5 or Xbox? Okay. Oh, dude, that's the question right now, man. So you can put the dime in the machine. You're going to have to let the whole thing play out in a second here. Your PS4 right now can only handle like 400 to 500 megabyte download. I know that's crazy. And I know that a big reason why the download speeds on Xbox and PS4 are so horrible is because they're downloading to a hard drive. And I know that the Series X and the PS5 are going to have SSDs. The Series X is going to have a terabyte SSD, and the PS5 I think is confirmed to have an 885 gigabyte SSD, which is a solid state drive, which will have way faster upload and download times. That's what I'm thinking too, man. Is so right now I prefer Xbox over PlayStation, but PlayStation has way better exclusives. So I'm going to be getting both regardless. But again, the specs are so close, just like with Xbox One and PS4. It's really going to come down to, I think, user interface preference, brand preference, and exclusive games preference. Like which ones, because if you like Halo more than you like Spider-Man, then you're going to want an Xbox. But if it's vice versa, you're going to want a PlayStation. Mm-hmm. But I have to say, actually, as of right now, I am looking forward to the PlayStation 5 way more. I think that everything they showed from the event the other day, just the games library wise, they showed so much more that I'm interested in. So I cannot wait to put my pre-order in for the PS5. Hi, baby. But I'll get the Series X too. I'm super down for what that has to offer. Microsoft's been working on some really cool stuff with their xCloud, which is all cloud-based gaming and everything. So I'll get the Series X as well, but I'm really interested in the PlayStation 5. I love the way the whole PS family looks now. He says Halo's been dead since like Halo 2. It's true. Halo 2, I would say Halo 3, it peaked a little bit more. Halo 4 went off the map. There was some buzz around Halo 5 and that left. And now they announced Halo 6 like 2 years too early. She fell off the desk. And so now nobody really cares about Halo 6. I mean, until they show us gameplay and an actual trailer and a release date, then that will generate some more buzz around Halo. But when that's your only game that's driving sales, like who the fuck cares? Like what other game does Microsoft have that people care about? They have Gears of War. No one cares about Gears of War. I'd say maybe Forza and like Forza Horizon and stuff. I like those games. And then Halo. But now PlayStation has Gran Turismo, and then Uncharted, and The Last of Us, and God of War, and Spider-Man, and all those other like Project Athia, and all this other stuff. So PlayStation's just got them beat by a long shot as far as exclusives go. Oh, she's doing the thing. She's looking at herself. Oh my God. She's doing the thing.
I haven't seen her do it.
Eli said meow.
Who is that, Akira?
She's like, bro, let me out of this room with these weird ass people. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I cannot express to you guys enough in the chat right now how screwed up the live is on my end. Mm-hmm. I can't see anything. Like,
we can literally only see the comments.
Yeah, I can only see the comments right now. I can't even see myself. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying that my computer is just, it's donezo. I got to let it go.
Yeah.
I got to let the computer breathe. It can't do what I'm trying to make it do anymore. It's seizing up all the time. So this week, I think I'm going to make the jump and get that computer that I actually need so I can start streaming the real stuff and make it a little bit more interesting in here than just seeing our faces. But what do you think about the PlayStation 5, babe?
I have no idea anything. I don't know the difference on either or.
Oh, Eli said it'll be a worthwhile investment. Time for some dinner. Y'all, nice seeing you and take care. Come see the gym sometime, bro. Yo, hey, for real. Marcos, number one, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate the support and everything. It means a lot. I'm glad to hear from you. Number two, send me the info on your gym, like operation hours and stuff like that, because I am trying to go like to a gym soon. Mm-hmm. And so with everything going on, just like text me or DM me the info. I definitely want to stop by and check that out. Congrats, by the way. That's a huge thing for you. Like huge. So congrats, man. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good dinner. And then Eli's still in here too. He said it was a worthwhile investment. I think so too, man. Because I know I'll be able to game on it too, but just as far as editing and because my computer can't even run After Effects anymore, and there's a lot of like graphical, but yeah, like graphical and 3D graphic and logo, and I'm trying to get more into special effect shit too. And my computer just can't push it anymore. I mean, my computer's knocking on 5 years old, and when you're literally running this entire setup off of a 5-year-old fucking MacBook Pro, like I can't be mad at the computer. I understand that I have pushed it fully to its limits. I'm just ready for the next step because as time's progressed, I've only required more power. Let me see.
I have no idea why the comments are like that. We're still trying to figure this out.
That's so crazy, dude. He said you can increase the bit rate you stream at too. It's a bit fuzzy on the stream. I'm sure it is, man. I'm sure it is. And I just have no...
It worked so well the first time we did it, like flawlessly.
I've had so many issues tonight, dude. You have no idea. Like,
yeah.
I had so many issues just technically, and then right when I sat down to what was that? Right when I sat down to do it, the internet went out. I don't think the internet has ever gone out in our house before. Like maybe one other time when we watched Shrek 2 at like midnight, but like just for it to go out right when I was ready to finally go live, it's whatever. But my issue right now is also hold on. I can
see us.
Yeah, I can go in the stream and see us. What in the hell, dude? In order for me to see me right now, I have to go on my own stream. Like this thing has just glitched
When I came
out.
in, we could see us. Is that because we went to a new screen? Like we looked at all the comments?
What a weird role. He said, Baha, it's a sign you need that PC. Dude, I know. And I don't want to go over to a Premiere Pro. I mean, I have edited full-length videos on Premiere Pro before, and my workflow isn't like the way it is in Final Cut. I know Final Cut like the back of my hand now, so I'm able to just do whatever I want so seamlessly. And I know I would feel the same way about Premiere Pro if I just dedicated the hours and the time. But when you already know an editing software as well as I do, and it can do everything I need an editing software to do, I don't really have a reason to spend all that time learning an entire new one. So I want to have my Mac for editing video, and then I want to have my PC for literally everything else, for graphics to streaming to all that other shit. I was using Streamlabs yesterday when I was doing the PS5 live event, and that's why it was so glitchy. I was streaming directly from Streamlabs, and I was trying to record my screen, obviously, record my desktop audio so you guys could hear the live event perfectly as well. And I thought it was going to be fine. Like I thought it was going to kind of go off without a hitch, but it was bad. Right now, I'm just using YouTube Live. Like I'm streaming through the webcam YouTube Live page.
That's what we did the first time too.
Toggle timestamps. Participants.
She's literally almost asleep in the shelf. She wanted to sleep in the shelf, but not on our laps.
How bizarre, dude. Streamlabs has that studio screen you can keep up to see chat, plus how the video looks to the stream. No, yeah, I know. That's what I was using yesterday. Is dude, like I have OBS and Streamlabs OBS downloaded right here on the computer.
You keep running into me.
Well, I'll here first. Move it first. There you go.
Okay, there.
All right?
Yeah, that's better.
I'll move over. I have OBS and Streamlabs OBS. So I mean, they're both just open broadcast software, and then Streamlabs open broadcast software. So I love Streamlabs. I'm super, super happy with everything so far. It's just my computer. I've just finally come to the place where I've admitted to myself that I'm requiring more than my computer can push out. So I feel like my knowledge is here enough. It's not my fault Like what I'm basically saying is it's not user error. I don't think it's me. I think it's literally just me pushing my computer to the absolute limit. This is so crazy, man.
I know.
Like I'm so upset. Like YouTube just dicked me with all this. I can search emojis.
I just don't know how to get back to where we were.
I know. So crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to try something right now. And if the stream ends, I'm sorry. But like I said, it was a rocky start to begin with. There was just a few stuff I wanted to talk about and kind of catch up on. But if it ends, I'm sorry. If it doesn't, maybe I'll be able to fix it. But I'm going to close out of this right now. So let me open this back up.
See.
I don't think it ended, if I'm being honest.
Watching. Yeah, it still says we're live now.
Let me see.
Yeah, it still says we're live now. Okay, so it's still working.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they're coming up on there.
How funny, dude. I don't even know what is happening right now.
So weird.
Oh, it says excellent connection. Let me see.
I mean, I guess that works.
Okay, I guess this works. I'm in something right now. Okay, it says we're at 41 minutes, 52 seconds.
That's longer than I thought it was already.
Go ahead and send something in right now into the chat. Like say right now or something. So I know if this chat is finally loading up to date or not. Because I think I've
or an
figured it
emoji
out.
or something.
Or literally anything.
Okay, Eli said right now.
Ah, there we go.
Okay,
all right,
so
we're
it's
good.
working.
All right. Okay, I got it back. I can see me. I can see the time that we're going at, and I can finally see the chat. Dude, I can't wait. Ow. I can't wait until I get like the setup that I really want for streaming so I can at least freaking show my computer screen. Like at the very least, I can't even record my own screen, and that's so obnoxious to me. I got the best computer at the time. I tried to future proof, and I guess 5 years was my future proofing on the MacBook. Which I guess in the state of the world where you got new tech literally coming out every month, and every year Apple has, the 2019 MacBook Pro, and here's the 2020 MacBook Pro, and here's whatever. Like, I mean, my 2015 computer was still competing with like the 2019 shit, so I did something right. But this is still fun. I still like having these little chats and like talking to everybody and everything. I'm gonna check one more time on Instagram. But I had people sending in, and by people I mean literally, nope, still just Nolan and Morrow.
Really?
Morrow's comment was so dumb, and I hope that he hears this because it was so dumb, and you're so dumb. I'm not gonna read it out loud. It was just another tiny penis joke.
Oh,
that's all it was. And then actually, let me move this over here. I saw that. My babe is you're my only fan, baby. You're my only fan.
You, babe.
That's all you need. You need that ride or die. Yo, what's up? We got a little bit more viewers right now. Good thing too, because I just figured all this shit out as it fucking fell apart.
Right?
But yeah, I'm answering any questions. We're talking about the PlayStation 5. We're talking about the Xbox. And we're talking about life too. Kate's
literally
here.
Anything.
That's all you need. Sheds a tear. I'm sorry, Focus. I'm sorry, buddy. Your time's coming. Don't worry. It's all a part of the process. I was going through some of my Twitter mentions and stuff right now, looking at what people are so polarized by the look of this PlayStation 5. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Yo, brother, Robin, what's up? It's not even just an instant
Robin.
Dr. Pepper in it.
It's like watery Dr. Pepper,
I want
but
something to drink.
it counts.
Parker and me here. Hey, Parker,
Hi,
what is
Parker.
up, dude? It's Uncle Dill through the computer screen. What's good? Like a radio host. Welcome to TripTalk Live. If anybody's seen what the PlayStation 5 looks like, what do you guys think? You guys a fan? It's very polarizing. He said, y'all have Chick-fil-A every time you stream. Which is what, twice? Which
yeah,
is like
I've
two
had
times?
Chick-fil-A last 2 times. I thought about that
It's
before
really
I even brought
watery.
it in here, but I was thirsty.
It's really watery. Focus. My main chatter. Give us your opinion on the PlayStation 5. I'm not even talking like what you think of like specifications. I'm just talking how it looks. How do you feel about how it looks?
I saw, I think you were watching it earlier. People were comparing it to buildings.
Yeah,
like it looks a lot like
architecture.
buildings.
Yeah. Parker said, "There's a PS5." There is. Robin, if you guys have a computer or something, you should just say PS5. Just Google it and tell me what you think. Focus said it looks pretty, but the version with the disc drive is a no-go for me. Yeah, man, it's a no-go for me too. Oh, Kira's like asleep in that shelf.
That's what I said. Is she was
Oh.
asleep in the shelf.
That's cute. Our kitten found a little nook in the shelf and she's like passing out. I agree, man. I have both pulled up right here. All I want to do is just mirror my screen so I can show you guys, and my computer can't even push that out yet. But it's all right. It's all right. It's all part of the process. Robin said, I love the Xbox without a disc drive. Is that the one you guys have? That is the one you have, right? Who freaking has discs anymore? Well, that's my thing is, not only do I think that the discless version of the PS5, like the digital edition, not only do I think it looks better, but it's going to be cheaper too, which is like a win-win. Like it'll probably be, I'm assuming realistically $50 cheaper. It'll probably be $50 cheaper. He said, have you talked about the size difference between the PS5 and the other consoles? Isn't it much bigger? And then Robin said, yes, queen.
How much bigger? Do you know how much
so
bigger
much
the PS5 is compared to the new Xbox?
So
Because
yeah,
the Xbox is more of a tower form as well.
Yeah. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Okay, let me look at this really quick. Oh, I just minimized my own browser. Xbox was like $200 cheaper, I thought. So actually, Robin, they haven't. I found where this went the whole time. This is what I was.
Still can't see the chat.
This is what I was missing the whole time.
Because that's in real time. The one we were watching, it lagged a few seconds.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I'm gonna press cancel. I have that open. Okay, you're hilarious. Check the Reddit post I sent on Ice. No, I know. That's what I'm gonna pull up for Kate actually right now too, Eli. Is I want to I said, oh, it didn't send. Anybody watching right now, if you can, keep listening, but open another actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull it up on my phone because I can show that to the camera. Look at the size difference in the PlayStation 5. It is a huge difference.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 5 is officially the biggest console ever made. Like, this thing is a monster. Hold on, I'm gonna go to this Reddit chat that we have. Somebody edited the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X as the legendary Pokemon from Black and White, the 5th generation of Pokemon. I don't know how well this will focus on it. I'm gonna take it off because it's kind of lagging behind, but that's funny because one stands for truth and one stands for ideals. But okay, so let me open this and turn it sideways. So there's the PlayStation 5, and then there's every other console.
Crap.
I know, isn't that nuts?
So it's way bigger than the new Xbox.
Yeah, so I'm gonna show this to the camera really quick. Hold on, I was gonna say, if you look at the size, it's the biggest console ever made, standing up vertically. You can see the Series X standing like right next to it, and then you see the original PlayStation 3 from like 15 years ago almost, which was like known as the biggest console back then. It's even bigger than that now. Even the VHS original Xbox One, it's even bigger than that. I genuinely think that this is going to, it's got to be bigger than a foot. It's got to be bigger than a foot tall. My guess would be like 14, 15 inches tall. If I know that sounds super specific, but like that's just my guess on it. Here, I was gonna say I can move that to the side a little bit more. Point it.
Yeah, that works.
So people can see Akira.
Like
Hold on, let me look at the chat really quick. Really tall. Why is it so big? So my theory on why it's so big is because PlayStation has I guess I'll use it as my TV stand. That's funny. PlayStation has had notorious problems with their heating and cooling system in their systems. That's why a lot of people's PlayStation 4s sound like jet engines when you turn them on. And so I think that PlayStation was just not messing around when they were designing this. And also, like I said in my actual PS5 event recap video, Sony went through numerous revisions on how this console was going to look. Like from what we were hearing, Sony redesigned this console like 5 times. This thing's going to be huge, dude. Yeah. And that's what I said in the beginning of this whole live stream is if you look at what the PS5 looks like and what the Xbox Series X looks like, it's going to be really interesting to see how people set these up in their home entertainment centers, like just in their TV stands. Like they're so boxy and so tall. Like how are they expecting people and where are they expecting people to put these? Like I guess someone from Sony, like a Sony exec, said that they wanted to design the PlayStation 5 to look like furniture. Like they wanted it to look like a part of the house. Like they didn't want it to look like a cable box or something. They wanted it to look like a decorative part of the house. And I guess I understand that. Like if you look at it here, and to answer your question back here, Eli, can it sit horizontally or only vertically?
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah. Again, it's something else I answered. Sony did come out and say that you can sit it horizontally. Jefferson Silva, hello from Brazil, guys. Hello from Brazil. What is up? Shout out Brazil. That is awesome. Dude. Jealous. That's definitely on my bucket list of places. That's awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in. We're just kind of chatting about PlayStation 5 right now and how stupidly big it is and what we think the future of gaming is like. So it's super nerdy video game talk over here, but thanks for hopping in, man. I appreciate it. What's up? It does sit horizontally, like I was saying. The PlayStation 5 does sit horizontally.
It looks way better horizontal.
You think so?
100%.
I think it looks more like a normal system horizontal. I think it looks a lot better standing up, but I think it looks more like a normal system.
I think horizontal is just more practical.
Oh, I'm going to save that. I just found an image online. That's a really cool size comparison. Somebody put the Series X right next to the PlayStation 5 with the disk drive sizes and how it would look. And dude, the Series X is actually more powerful. Xbox has the more powerful system, just spec-wise, even though they're both going to run the same games. And they were able to they really nailed down the architecture of that, like the hardware. Because the PlayStation 5 is massive. I think that it's that big because Sony just wanted an emphasis on cooling. They needed to make sure that they had all the system down and cooling because there were developers complaining that while they were developing for the PS5, it was overheating. So we'll see. Weirdly enough, it's 2 totally different looks.
100%.
And I love both. I love the simplicity of the Xbox, how it's literally just like a long box. And I love how futuristic the PS5 is. Like, I like both systems.
I know.
Which one do you like more?
That's what I was just thinking in my head. I'm like looking back and forth at them. I don't know.
It's so interesting.
I like the Xbox look more. I think the simplicity was a really good point. But
yeah.
I like the PS5 horizontal. I don't like it vertical.
She said, is it futuristic or like an 80s console? You know what? It is like an 80s console. But, I mean, the 80s idea of the future is still our idea of the future pretty much. We haven't really gone that much farther other than smartphones. But, yeah, it does sit horizontal. The only issue is, and I'm assuming, because that's all we can do, at least just hope, but it needs a stand to sit up vertically and to sit horizontally. So I pronounced every vowel in that word.
She's passed
she's like
out
dead
on me
asleep right
now.
there. So as long as the PlayStation 5 ships with the stand that will allow it to be horizontal or vertical, then I'm totally fine with it. Because you can look up a picture of it laying horizontal, and it does look clean. It looks clean horizontal too. And the disk drive it actually does not bother me as much when it's horizontal. I don't notice that hump nearly as much. I kind of like it actually. But yeah, I'm assuming it's just massive because they wanted to get airflow and the correct power and like what's it called? Like a power bank on the inside, like the transformer on the inside. You two are so adorable. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We wake up every morning and try to be. Hold on, I gotta read Eli's comments. Eli's giving me a lot of stuff to go off of here. Love you, man. Can I say a lot of people have setups where they sit their consoles horizontally, but I know it can be bad for fans and ventilation depending on the design of the console itself. No, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Is the Series X was designed from the ground up to stand like a mini ITX tower, like literally a mini computer. So what it's actually designed to do is the entire top of the console is a giant vent, and it's designed to take in air from the top and then expel all the air, or exhale all the air, I guess you could say too, from the bottom of the console. And the reason why I think that's genius is by actually sucking in the air from the top and pushing it out to the bottom, you're literally blowing away any dust or dirt that could settle on the bottom around the console. And that's why they did it, is so it can take all the outside air and then blow away all the stuff on the surface it's sitting on. And they talk about that in Austin Evans' video where he actually went and toured the Microsoft campus, which is, I think, genius. And I think you can actually kind of see a similar idea with the PlayStation 5. The entire top corner of it is just a big vent right there. And I think that's meant just to get all the air into the front and then probably push it out through the back. But Sony's being a lot more close to the chest when it comes to like specs and details on the system. Because literally this YouTuber named Austin Evans went to like Microsoft's headquarters and was with the design team of the Series X and put the Series X together. Like he built one there. So we know how the Series X works inside and out. So with the PS5, it's still really close to the chest. Let's see. All right. He said, have they released the price of the PS5 or have I talked about it? No. Those are the two things that we didn't get from the reveal event yesterday. We didn't get a release date and we didn't get a price. So the same thing, Parker. No release date. We still don't know. Everything still says holiday 2020. From what Xbox has said, and Xbox has not released a price or release date either. And the reason being is
it just everything going on right now?
No. Well, I mean, maybe a little, but stuff got a little more expensive in the beginning of the year, but they're both playing chicken with each other. Both Sony and Microsoft, they're waiting to see who announces their price first so that they can come and undercut the price. So literally what we're seeing right now is we don't know the price or release date because Microsoft and Sony don't know each other's price or release date. So they're trying to basically undercut each other. From what I've heard, with the price of the dollar is very high in relation to the Brazilian currency. It will be a little expensive for us to buy. Dude, I know. And I'm so sorry about that. But luckily for you, they're going to still be pushing PlayStation 4 and Xbox One content for a long time. So it won't be like as soon as these things come out, it's like you either get one or you're screwed for the next 5 years. Like you'll be able to stay and play the systems that you have now for a while. And you don't have to worry about hopping on this just yet, which I'm sure a lot of people will do. I mean, Microsoft came out with the Xbox One X like 2 years ago, and people just bought their Xbox. So I'm sure we're going to see some slow adopters into this generation. But Apple just announces a price and never gives in to Android. Yeah, but that's because Apple's in its own category. Like the iPhone, that's its own thing. Yeah. Like people... Xbox and Sony are much more competitive because their fans usually aren't as loyal in the sense of like, hey man, I just like playing video games. I'm going to go wherever the games are. So Sony and Microsoft are constantly trying to undercut Also, another big reason is because when the PS4 and the Xbox One first launched, the Xbox announced that their price was $499, and then PlayStation undercut them and said $399. From what I've heard, my quote-unquote insider knowledge, my insider intel, is that Xbox is looking at taking a hit initially on console prices, which means selling them at a loss to eventually get a profit in the future. Xbox is looking at a $400 price tag, and it looks like the PS5 is probably going to come in at a $500 to $600 price tag. And that is because Sony had a debacle with constantly redesigning, like I'm saying, the architecture of the system, nailing certain points of it. But from everything that I've heard, the Series X will be coming in cheaper than the PS5. I liked your channel, brother. Congratulations on the work. Thank you so much, man. Seriously, you popping in and even just like being a part of the chat and saying stuff like that. That's super sweet, man. Thank you. I'm trying to be more consistent and more on my shit lately, especially with everything else going on. I would love to eventually start doing this full time. But the normal videos and stuff take work. Sometimes I can pump out quick ones, like the PS5 video the other day. That was really just me talking and throwing pictures up on screen. But there's other videos like drunk painting with Bob Ross, and then the Marvel quiz, the Lego versus makeup video. There's other videos that we've done just for fun that take a while for me to edit. But these live streams are what I like doing to kind of fill in those gaps. That's what I'm finding out, is so I can actually talk to you guys and fill in the gaps between uploads. And then pretty soon here, of possibly starting a podcast of my own, which will be pre-recorded and I'll have guests on and stuff like that. But for now, these Trip Talk lives have been awesome. But anyways, full circle. Sorry I went off there. Thank you, man. I appreciate that really nice comment. Do you think Nintendo will ever be as sought after as Xbox or PlayStation? Robin, here's the thing. Nintendo is sought after more than Xbox and PlayStation. Nintendo is its own category. Nintendo does not try to compete with Xbox or PlayStation because Nintendo has Mario and Zelda and Metroid and Super Smash Brothers and Pokemon. And like, even though Sony has amazing exclusives, nobody has IP like Nintendo. And so long as Nintendo has the party games, the family games, the fun stuff. I mean, even last night, us and our couple friends, Hayden and Faith, we were playing Smash Bros on the Switch for like 2 hours last night. And then the Switch is not nearly as capable as not even in the same baseball park as the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. But it doesn't have to be. That's not the point of the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is, hey, here is like a home game console that you can take on the go that will play things like Skyrim and Fortnite and Mario and Pokemon and all these other things. It's in its own category, and it forever will be. I think we might see a Nintendo Switch Pro at some point in the next year or so, kind of like how they came out with the Lite. I think we might see an upgraded version. But Nintendo's in its own bracket. But yeah, again, going all the way back to the prices too, we don't know, because I would have never guessed in 1,000 years that the PlayStation 5 looks the way that it does. It looks like a fan-made concept. So we don't know when they're going to come out and announce the price. Here's my theory. PlayStation is going to have obviously another event before this thing comes out. We still need to know a lot more information about it, and we need to know like launch titles, because you can't sell a video game console if there's no video games to play at launch. Excuse me, I burped. But Xbox has their big main event next month in July, and that is supposedly where we are going to see Halo Infinite, which is Halo 6 gameplay, a Halo 6 release date, Xbox Series X release date and price, and then as well as all the other exclusives. So my tone as far as the Series X exclusives could change once that event happens, but keep your eyes out, because I think it's like July 14th is when Xbox is having their event, and that will be when I'm assuming, just put everything on the line, and that'll probably be when they're like, okay, you can pre-order it now, because that's the other thing. And also, by the way, Xbox will be announcing a whole nother system too. Just like,
really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to say a whole nother, because it's still going to be the next generation Xbox. But in the same way that the PS5 has the normal and the digital edition, Xbox had Project. Fuck, what was it called? The new one's called Project Lockhart, and then the one before was called like Project Sapphire or something like that. But anyways, Xbox is going to have a cheaper version of their Series X, just like Sony did with the PS5. They will be announcing that at that same event, most likely as well, from everything that I understand. When's your next podcast? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's still something that I'm working out because the hardest thing is location. I need to make sure that I set it up enough where I'm in a setting where I can have at least 3 to 4 guests on and sit down for 2 to 3 hours and just film that whole time.
Anything.
Yeah, and not have to worry about anything. So I could start doing podcasts just here at my house. I would love to try and do them at my old office/studio where I worked. I'm still trying to work that out. Marlo and Kristen, stop being bitches and hit me back up. They're not. I was talking to them last week, but everybody's so damn busy. Still so weird. It looks like a book, like a half-open book.
I know, it really does.
But we're still looking at the PS5. It's so weird. Oh, that's even weirder too. Somebody compared it with every PlayStation for like the past 20, like all the way back to the PS3, looking down horizontally. I don't know, man. I'm still such a fan of the PlayStation 4. Like the way that the PS4 looks. I love how geometric and diagonal the PlayStation 4 is. And I loved it with that little slab of like gloss up on the top. I was a big fan of that. Interesting. I like both. I mean, Xbox went all black. Sony went all white. Makes a lot of sense.
Would the price difference change your mind? Like once they release how much it is, would that sway your decision?
Here's the thing is if I was an average consumer, absolutely. If I was somebody who did not have a brand bias going and I was just looking at it as they come and be like, all right, well, obviously, if I was just an average consumer, I'd be like, it depends on what I can afford. It depends on which one I can actually afford to buy. But because of me, I got to get both regardless. Like I need both day one, just so I can test both, unbox both, review both. And plus that's my thing. I'm an adult and my toys are video games. Like, so if I have the money, my toys are that. Plus I just pre-order and I just make payments as the months go up until I pay it off. And then when it just comes out, I just go pick it up day one.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, no. And what's crazy is just from what I've heard, Sony's really struggled on nailing that price down. Which will be crazy because, like I said, we really don't know until it happens. Until Sony comes out and they're just like, "All right, we figured it out. We're gonna be at $449." Here's my guess. My guess is, if I really had to think about it, Series X. It's so hard, man. Series X $399, PlayStation 5 $499, PlayStation 5 Digital Edition $449.
Okay.
That's my guess. I do also see a reality where the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X could both be $500, and then the Xbox Series S, which will be the cheaper one, and then the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition, those will be $50 cheaper. But the one question is the other Xbox that they're going to announce. Is it just going to be a digital version like the PlayStation, or is it actually going to be a less powerful version that still plays the same games, but is it the workhorse that the Series X is? So then we could be talking about a much, much wider price difference, or much larger price difference, where the PS5 and the PS5 digital could be a matter of $50. The Xbox Series X and the Series S could be $150. Like if you're actually decreasing the power. I don't know. We'll see. Also, people are assuming that the cheaper one is going to be white and it's going to be a little bit shorter with no disk drive, and it'll be the Series S and the Series X. I am not sure. It's so fun to speculate, though, man. Why is this? Let me fix my hat real quick. Why is this so fun? Why do I get such a kick out of like talking about things that could be when everything I'm saying could be wrong? Which console had digital first? Was it Nintendo? So actually, if we wind the clocks all the way back from what I remember, if anybody else in here remembers this, there used to be a system or a handheld system called the PSP Go. And do you remember PSPs? Do you remember talking about PSPs?
Mm-mm.
Okay. PSPs, it was a portable PlayStation Portable.
Okay.
That's what they were called. So it was a portable PlayStation, and a lot of people had PSPs. I'm sure Eli did, and every other guy friend. But they came out with a different version called the PSP Go that was just a screen, and you slid it up like a I don't know, not like a flip phone, but like a keyboard phone. Before the iPhones, you'd like slide it up, and then you'd have a D-pad, buttons, and a little analog stick. And that system was purely digital. And actually, let me see.
I know. I was like, can you pull up a picture?
Let me see when this came out. Actually, I think this was the most underrated system.
Okay,
ever.
I've seen those.
I actually have one in the other room. Apparently, there we go. See what I mean? Even my Google browser is just giving up on me. Whatever. So that's the answer to your question, Robin, is the PSP Go is what I believe was the first video game system to be digital only. It had no card slot, no disc slot, no anything.
Crazy.
And did it connect to the internet, or was it like a PlayStation Game Boy? No, it connected to the internet. That's how you downloaded games. Is you had to go online to the PlayStation Store, and you would buy games online, and PlayStation sold memory cards for it. And the memory card is what stored all the information, which is basically like what a micro SD is now. But no, it was online. You would download games from the PlayStation Store, and then you could play games online. So it was like a full system, just portable, and didn't take games. Or was Leapfrog the first digital? I guess it was Leapfrog.
I forgot about Leapfrog.
Oh, dude, they could redo it so crazy now. But as far as actually taking that leap in a modern day console, I believe it was the Xbox One S all digital edition, which is what they called the Xbox SAD, because it was the Xbox S all digital. So it was SAD.
That's funny.
S all digital. So they called it the Xbox SAD edition. And I think that was the first mainstream modern system to just ditch the disc drive. And now we've seen PlayStation follow suit with the 5, and then most likely Xbox again with the Series S that we will most likely see next month. That's the other thing, is all this talk is so fun, but it sucks because neither of these systems are coming out. Not Christmas. I'm assuming earliest October, latest November. So October, November release. Realistically, I'll say November. I would put money on November. I think October is a little early. I think November is a solid date, and I think that is when everything came out last time. When did the Xbox One come out? I'm on all. The Xbox One came out, November 22nd, 2013. And the PlayStation 4 came out November 15th, 2013. So I'm gonna say that same thing. I'm gonna say November. I'm gonna say mid to late November is when we're gonna see these consoles launch, which is right in time for the holidays, right in time for everybody Christmas shopping, all the kids that are gonna ask for them for Christmas.
Yeah.
The crappy part is like I would love to ask for from all my family or all my friends or something. Like I would love to ask for one of these, because then I wouldn't have to buy it. But I gotta get them day one, so it's like I'm gonna have to figure out where it's like,
you either
hey
make
babe,
it like an early
anniversary present, Don't worry, show him up to it. I've been cleaning the house. I've been taking care of everything. I'm doing my baby
cleaned the house yesterday.
My baby gonna buy me the PS5. Ain't no ifs or buts about it. But what do you think, babe?
About what?
About all of this.
It's so I've never like
That's true,
owned
Robin.
a console. Like I had, like my family had like an Xbox One or an Xbox S growing up, but I never
Mhm.
had like a PS4, PS5. I never had anything like that. So this is so over my head.
Yeah, I mean, it's just newer iterations of everything that you've played. God, look at it that way.
I know
But,
it looks horrible.
We're looking at the Series X on its side, and it just looks like it literally looks
It's
like a cinder
massive.
block.
Yeah.
It looks like a cinder block. But I know. Well, I know you're probably excited because as soon as I get the Series X, I'm just gonna give you my 1S.
I know. I guess that's true.
And then, because eventually what I want is, I know Kate's talked about streaming or trying to get into like Call of Duty or
again.
yeah. What were you
Mhm.
say?
I was just gonna say that'll give me a chance to start streaming and have my own games on a console.
Yeah.
Because right now all I have is my Switch.
And I love the Switch. It's like my favorite system ever.
Mhm.
But the Switch only has so many games.
That's what I was gonna say too. Is that there's so much more stuff I could stream having an Xbox.
Yeah. So once the Series X comes out, I'll be giving Kate the 1S, and she'll be able to do whatever she wants with it, play whatever she wants. And then I'm assuming, hopefully all my games will just stay on there too, and I'll sign in. What I'd love to do is just have my games on both because I own both systems.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just keep both my games on both systems. So you'll just inherit my entire game library too.
Yeah.
Which will be fun for you. Because I'd love to be able to like have you on your own Xbox and have me on mine and play Call of Duty together, like being a lobby.
I know, that'd be awesome.
Or like that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, good night, Uncle Dun. Oh, good night, Parker.
Night, Robin. Night, Parker.
Good night. I don't know if Robin's here or not, but good night, Parker.
know.
Thanks for hanging out, man. I'm sorry if Uncle Dill had a little potty mouth there for a second. Some things may have slipped my mind. Do as I say, not as I do. I love you, buddy, though. Sleep well. I miss you. Later, buddy. Let me scroll up again on the comments. Yeah. Oh, 1 concurrent. Oh, back up to 2. Oh, this beat. I remember this beat. What is this? This sounds familiar.
Introvert by Blue and
Let me know if you guys can hear this music. See, that's one other thing I want to do when I get this PC is I'll be able to actually play Spotify through the streaming. It's not through the speakers, because I'd love to
that'd
do
be
like
nice.
music reactions.
Yeah,
and, like, get,
I
like,
would too. That'd be fun.
Yeah, get like music requests and stuff. Oh my god. Don't worry, my mom is a little drunk. Hey, it's Saturday night, man. I hope everybody's having a good time.
I know. I was like, that's probably where everyone is. Everyone's probably out.
Yeah. This is just something I wanted to do to make amends for yesterday and how poorly the stream went yesterday, and just talk about the PlayStation 5 more openly. And also to show Akira, she's passed out in Kate's lap. She heard her name. Oh, she stretch. She stretch. Oh, our little kitty. Meow. She's an awesome cat, you guys. Like, straight up.
She
I can't
is.
lie. She's only 7 weeks old, and I love this damn girl.
Go back to sleep.
Night. But yeah, no, this whole it's fun for me to be back. Somebody compared it to a fridge. It's fun for me to be back into this whole console thing where it's like Xbox this, PlayStation this, Nintendo this, because like we only have there's like decades in between consoles coming out, and so we only get this every so often. Like we get to speculate, oh, like it's the PlayStation 5, because like as soon as the PS4 came out, people were already like, oh, what do you think the PS5 is going to be like? So as soon as this comes out, people are going to be like, what do you think the PS6 is going to be like? And that's not for almost another decade. So like,
Really? Another decade?
well, the PlayStation 4 came out in 2013, and this comes out at the end of 2020, so 7 years.
So nuts.
So
I
the
didn't know
place-
that was that long of a period in between.
Mm-hmm. So unless we start getting into the same routine as like smartphones and other tech where they have revisions every year, every other year, it's just hard because technology is moving so quickly now. That's why a lot of people move to PCs, because of PCs, it's kind of like the middle ground. Like obviously you can't play an Xbox or a PlayStation exclusive on a PC. Actually, you can with Xbox because Microsoft is what powers PCs, which is cool. But with PCs, you can swap out parts, you can rebuild them. So if a game comes out, like let's say a next generation game that's like mind blowing, and if your PC is not strong enough to run it, you don't have. It's not like a console where you have to go buy it like the newest one. You just buy the newer part and you just replace that part.
Interesting.
So like if you have an old graphics processor, if you have like a GTX 1080, which is kind of older now, and then you want to play next generation games, you can take that out. It's like this graphics card. Then you can get a GTX 1660 and just replace it and snap it in that same spot. And now you have a more powerful computer.
I did not know that.
That's why a lot of people go computers. If Eli was still in here, I'm sure he would have a lot to say about computers too. Oh, dropped the remote. But that's why a lot of people go PC, because they can build it and customize and just do anything they want.
Yeah.
I need it just because I need a PC that can run 4K games if I want it, because that means that it can run a stream like nothing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is you need it for streams.
So I need it for streams, but also for gaming, because like if I want to stream Fortnite, I can play it on the PC, but I can hook my controller up to it. So I can play it with like my Xbox or PlayStation controller, but I'm playing it through the computer.
Yeah.
Same thing with Xbox is like there's some titles I can buy and it'll be on my computer and on my Xbox. So I could play on both, which would be cool. Because then I would just probably keep my consoles in like the room and in the family room, just like for the TVs. And then I would have the PC in here, and that's where I would have all like my hardcore gaming.
No, that'd be awesome.
I'll fix that. But shit, yeah. We gotta look in if you're serious about all that, we gotta look into planning your little stream and gaming setup.
I know. I need to get that set up already.
Meow. She is so dead. I'm just flicking her paw around.
Don't wake her up.
I'm not waking her up. She's so relaxed.
You know, I knew she was gonna pass out once we came in here.
I'm glad that she's passed out in here, because she spent so much time in our room. So I was afraid that she was only going to feel comfortable in the
And
room.
like be able to sleep and stuff.
Yeah, so her being able to come in like the office and go around the house and just actually be able to relax is dope. Wow, how?
Oh, wow.
Rub it on it. All right, we're at 120, 122. What do you think? We go an hour and a half and then call it?
Yeah,
It's right
so
there.
we could give it another 8 minutes.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go till what time is it right now? We'll go till 10:45.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go till 10:45, and then we'll call it for the night. Like I said, this wasn't going to be as long as the last one. I just wanted to talk about the PlayStation because I didn't have the live stream. I wasn't able to yesterday, which was so annoying. I cannot let that happen again. Oh my God. It's crazy how much like genuine racist stuff is on the internet. Like there's people that actually make things like that. How do we hook up a controller of an Xbox One S to a PC? Wait, maybe I have.
I know,
No, I don't. No, yeah, you can. I thought I had a controller in here. I don't. There's a micro USB port on top of the controller, and you just plug in a micro USB cable. So you plug one end to the controller, you plug one end into the PC, and boom. You got it like that. And you'll see something pop up in your PC. Also, the One S controllers have built-in Bluetooth. So you could YouTube a video really quick. And I think you might actually be able to pair it to the PC just with Bluetooth as well. As I'm going more through here. Actually, oh, here it is. I was like, let me go back to Reddit really quick.
Did you look at that post Eli sent you?
Yeah, he sent me the size chart.
Okay.
I'm looking at kind of what people are saying about PlayStation 5 on... I don't want to go to Twitter. Twitter is a cesspool of misery. It looks like a toy. It looks like a VCR. It looks like a grill. It looks like an eraser. It looks like a router. It does look like a router.
Yeah.
All this stuff. That definitely looks like a grill. That did look like an eraser. That somewhat looked like a VCR. That still looks like a toy. I love all of those systems, and I still agree with everything that says. Yeah, and that's a whole other thing I could talk about, dude, is that, like, they're trying to resell Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 5 again. Like it's a new game, dude. Like the PlayStation 5 or not the PlayStation, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out summer of 2013. And the remake, yes, and the remake of this game will come out in 2021. You're talking 8 fucking years, dude.
What do you think the biggest difference is going to be?
Nothing. They're just upscaling it to have like 4K at 60 frames per second probably. They're including all the DLC and probably putting some new modes in there. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Grand Theft Auto 5. That game is like literally a masterpiece. That's why, same thing with Skyrim, why they remake it so many gosh darn times. But it's like, dude, at what point do you just decide it's time to move on? Like, let's start looking at GTA 6 on the horizon. Let's start looking at that. Because pretty soon you'll be able to download GTA 5 as a freaking app and you'll just be able to play that shit on your phone. Like,
No, I'm surprised you haven't been able to yet.
Well, that's like Skyrim. They remade Skyrim so many times that you can play that on your Switch now. And the Switch natively runs 720p at 30 frames. That's ridiculous, man. Like your smart fridge could run Skyrim at this point. That's dope. Hold up. I like that.
I know, that's cool.
The game that I am hyped for the absolute most that they showed at this PlayStation event is is the new Spider-Man game, the Spider-Man Miles Morales. Hold on. That shit looks so awesome. I was such a huge Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man 2018 is the one I'm talking about on the PS4. I thought that was my favorite game of that year, that and God of War. I'll just say Monster. So the fact that they're literally making an entirely new standalone game, which Insomniac did confirm that it is a standalone game, it's not an expansion, and it's also not a sequel to the one from 2018. Micro Sony Gaming. That's what I'm talking about. It looks fire, bro. Thank you, dude. I love the name, by the way, and the profile picture. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about everything Micro and Sony. I'm looking at somebody on Reddit made a poster for Spider-Man Miles Morales, and they did a great job. Like, honestly, it looks like a poster that...
I thought it was a movie poster. I did not know it was a game.
Yeah, no, it looks like a movie poster, and it also looks like an official poster Insomniac would release. But, I mean, dude, if we're talking about games, Spider-Man Miles Morales looked absolutely insane. Resident Evil 8, that was crazy. That caught me off guard. And then Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which is actually called Horizon Forbidden West. Mm-hmm. That's going to be crazy. I'm still in the middle of playing Zero Dawn, actually. And I think that game, that's one of those games, in my opinion, it's like The Witcher 3, where it's such a masterpiece. It's so beautiful. It's literally a masterpiece. I don't use that term slightly. When I say masterpiece, I mean a fucking masterpiece. Like, they've nailed so many things down there. It's so big, it's kind of intimidating. So Horizon Zero Dawn's hard for me to play right now because when I sit down, it's like, okay, I got to play this for a few hours. Yeah. Like, that's an investment. Deathpool looks awesome. Dude, that was one, I actually cut it out. So I have a video on the channel talking about all this stuff PlayStation 5 or Sony revealed. There, I had a whole like bit about Deathpool. Deathpool and what's the one I'm talking about? Is it Deathpool or is it Deathloop? Which one am I thinking of? Maybe we're talking about the same one. Maybe it's Deathloop. Yeah, Deathloop. Okay. That's what it is. So we are talking about the same thing. Deathloop looked awesome. The story, the narration, the whole idea of being like rival assassins trapped on an island, all trying to kill each other. That shit looked really cool. I'm super into Deathloop. That will definitely be something that I pick up on the PS5. It's this guy who every time he dies, he wakes up on the beach again, and he's trapped on an island, and the island is filled with rival assassins, and the game on the island is they're all trying to kill you.
It reminds me of that movie, what is it, Death Day?
Death Day.
Where she wakes up
where she keeps waking up. That's like Groundhog Day or Edge of Tomorrow with Tom Cruise. Horrible title, amazing movie. If anybody has seen Edge of Tomorrow, that's a great movie. You'd really like that too. We got to watch that at some point. But Horizon Forbidden West looked amazing. Deathloop, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Resident Evil 8. There was another one they showed off called Project Athia or Project Athia. I'm going to say Athia because it sounds cooler to me. Project Athia looked awesome. I don't know what it's about. Obviously, it's in a very early stage because they're still calling the game like a working title, like Project, which they did confirm that is a working title. Like that's not actually the name of the game. But looking at like the polygon architecture and just like the terrain and the grass and the dirt and the rocks, that looked crazy. Yep, and you're right, dude. Let's last but certainly not least, we could never forget Ratchet and Clank. We can't forget Ratchet and Clank. Did you ever play a Ratchet and Clank game?
I've never heard that in my life.
Oh God, don't worry, man. I'm educating her on all the greats. Ratchet and Clank is like OG PlayStation. And they've made a new one, I think, for every system, right? I know that there was one on PS3, then they made the one on PS4, and now this new one is Rift Apart. After I finished my PlayStation 5 live stream, I went back and watched the trailer for this game, for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And, I actually have to say, the level design and the way that Ratchet and Clank like move through dimensions and through portals and stuff through that whole thing, and you're like on your toes, constantly jumping from dodging this to that to jumping here to shooting this. It does look like a blast. I think that would be a fun game for us to play together.
I'm totally down.
So this is
Do you own it?
Ratchet and Clank. I don't own it. Nope. The last Ratchet and Clank game I owned, I think, was on the PS2. I can't remember. This is the one that came out on the PS3. Was Ratchet and Clank All for One. See, these are the ones that I remember. Ratchet and Clank Going Commando, and that was on PS2. What they need to make, dude, is I could not stress this enough. When I say need, I mean this is an absolute fucking necessity. I need to see a new Sly Cooper. I need to see Sony come out and announce a new Sly Cooper game for the PS5. Sly Cooper and Jak and Dexter, or Jax and Dexter. Is it Jax or I think it's Jack? Jax. I think it is. Is it Jak and Daxter? How do you say it? Oh, it's Jak and Daxter. I got it mixed up. Okay, yeah, Jak and Daxter. I remember these, and I've literally been waiting for a Jak and Daxter and a Sly Cooper remake for so damn long, dude. Because I actually grew up playing Jak and Daxter. I back in like PS2 days, I remember the big ones were Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, and Ratchet and Clank were like big RPG PS2 games. And then they just fell off. Like, besides Ratchet and Clank, Sony kept making Ratchet and Clank. They stopped Jak and Daxter and they stopped Sly Cooper. And Sly Cooper was incredible, dude. Sly Cooper is just one of my favorite games ever. Because they made Jak and Daxter 1, 2, 3, and then Jak X Racing. I remember playing all the Jak and Daxters. I don't remember anything from the story, if I'm being honest with you. I just remember playing. Would love to see a new Crash Bandicoot game on the PlayStation.
Be cool. That'd be really cool.
I'd love to see not only new Crash, but I'd love to see a new Spyro game. I know they just remade Spyro. You know who Spyro is, right? The purple dragon, Spyro?
Pull up a picture.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I know. They just remade actually the original Spyro games called like the Reignited trilogy. I've been meaning to get that. Hold on, I'm going to switch.
Okay, I've never played it, but I've seen it.
That song was a little too country for me. I'm sorry. Okay, where's...
No, that's us.
I just be losing stuff, dude. What do you think the prices are going to be? Oh, okay, so we talked about this a little bit, but like actually right before you hopped in, man. That's a good question. And I know that right now what they're doing is they're Sony and Microsoft are both they're both playing hooky with each other. They're both kind of playing a game of chicken too, like who's gonna cave first, who's gonna release the price first, who's gonna talk about it. From everything that I've heard and people that I've spoken to, it sounds like the PlayStation 5 is going to be more expensive than the Series X, but I both think they're going to be expensive. My final guess was that the Series X was going to come in at $400 and the PlayStation 5 standard was going to come in at $500, and then the PlayStation 5 all digital is going to come in at $449 or possibly $399. But I could, like, at the same time, I also said that I could see that they would both be $500, like PS5 and Xbox $500, and then the Xbox Series S, which will be their cheaper model, would be like $50 to $100 cheaper, and then the digital edition PS5 will also be $50 to $100 cheaper. But I've even heard rumors, and again, it's all rumors, but I've heard rumors that the Series X will be $399. And that the PS5 could be upwards of $499 to $599. I've heard, which is not out of the question. People think that that's absolutely crazy, but when the PlayStation 3 launched with like an 80 gigabyte model, which was unheard of at the time, my brother paid over $600 for his PlayStation 3. And I'm talking like the brick old PlayStation 3. So Sony's been known to dabble with that $600 price range before. I don't think that's out of the question. I do think that that's very expensive, like very expensive, and normal console people would laugh at $600. Dude, same thing, man. I gotta have both, bro. That was my thing, because she was asking me questions on like if the price would
change your mind or sway which one you would want more.
Yeah, and I basically, I'm saying exactly what you're saying. I gotta have both on launch regardless, because I have a Series S and a PS4 and a Switch and everything right now. I'm just a gaming nerd. Like, I need to have these systems when they come out. I mean, I'm assuming you're the same way. That's how we are, man. I gotta have both. Now, if I'll be able to get both at the exact same time, that's up for debate, because obviously money. But eventually I will have both. Hopefully I'll set it up where I can pay both off in time to just pick them both up day one. But if I was an average consumer looking to get one or the other, price would absolutely be a factor in my decision making. I could even see Series X $499, PS5 $599. I think that's possible too. Either way, the only scenario that I'll be surprised in is if the PlayStation is cheaper than the Xbox. If Sony undercuts Microsoft again and they come in like $100 cheaper than the Series X, that, especially with how far ahead Sony still is just in the console generation, like that's gonna help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. I was looking at her.
Oh yeah, our kitten's asleep in her lap.
I know.
But yo, that would be insane. Yeah, man. So that's my only thing is, from everything I've heard, Xbox is going to be cheaper. Both systems are going to have two versions, and one will be cheaper. That's already confirmed with the PlayStation 5 because we see the digital edition. And then the Series X, when it has its event next month in July, because Xbox is having an event like July 14th, I think. It's either July 14th or it's July. It's not June. And they should be announcing the Series S then, which will be like their cheaper version. And who knows if that'll be all digital too. Either way, I'll tell you what, GameStop is shitting its pants right now.
I know.
Because for Sony, PlayStation 5, which they know is probably going to be the hardest hitter out of the gate this generation, if you're going to announce a console all digital version and your business is around selling games, dude, I'm sorry. GameStop has fucked up too much for too long for me to feel any sort of empathy for them. That company, listen, I of course feel very bad for all the people that have lost jobs and gotten shops closed down, and people that have been very passionate about their work there. Because I actually worked at GameStop before. Little known fact, I worked at GameStop for about 5 months during holiday season from like October to February.
Oof, that's rough.
I was actually working 3 jobs at that time. I was working GameStop, Zoomies, and Big Five Sporting Goods. I was running everywhere, dude. There was a time where I opened, closed, great, like, oh, dude, I was getting 2 hours of sleep, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying that GameStop's in deep fucking water right now. Are you going to go digital or physical? I'm probably going digital on PS5. Dude, you know what? Me and you could not be more on the same page right now, brother. Like, I agree with you 100%. From what I've seen, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go digital on PS5. Not only do I think that it looks cooler and it looks sleeker because it doesn't have that little ass hump, but it's going to be cheaper. And that's a huge thing. And I stopped buying physical games probably a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last game that I bought physically, well, okay, I got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order on the Xbox. I have a physical copy of that, but that's because Kate got it for me for Christmas. And obviously there's still like a cool sentiment around getting physical games, just because it's like you actually get to hold it and you get to like unbox something and you physically have it. So I think that physical, it is going away. That's inevitable, but it is just a hard thing to really get gone because people love their collector's editions, their steel books. They love physically owning it. But me personally, I mean, even Pokemon, that's like one of my favorite franchises ever. And I even bought Sword and Shield on digital. I didn't even buy physical copies of that. I just bought Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, the whole like deluxe edition. I got that on digital. Yeah, I got that on digital. Kate bought Animal Crossing. You got that on digital. Like, it's just so much easier. You don't have to get up and find a disc or lose or scratch a disc or lose a cartridge.
You don't have to worry about it being physically sold out in stores and go fight people for them.
That's a huge point because when Animal Crossing was out, Animal Crossing was sold out.
That's why I bought it digitally, because everyone was having a hard time getting it physically, and I'm like, I'm not fucking with that.
Like, who cares, dude? Like, if you can't find something physically, just buy it digital. It's always on there, and it's associated with my account. So at the very worst, like, when you sign in, you're going to get your entire game library back. Like, when I signed into my Microsoft account on my Xbox, I had all my games instantly in my queue as far back as my 360. Like, I even have Assassin's Creed 2 on my Xbox One, and I bought that game on the Xbox 360 eons ago, and it's still on my Xbox One just because I own that game. So unless if Xbox comes out and does the same thing as PlayStation, like, hey, we are making the same console just digital and it's cheaper, I'll probably get the digital Xbox too. But for now, I'll probably be getting the digital PS5 and then just the standard Series X. I love all the Assassin's Creeds. I do too, man. I fell off on Assassin's Creed right around Revelations, if you remember that one. I got that game. That one didn't really do it for me, so I stopped. And then I got back into it around Black Flag. And Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, I think, is an amazing game. And then they just did a complete overhaul. She like meowed as she shook her head. They did like a complete overhaul with Assassin's Creed Origins, where they like completely redid like the fighting mechanics, the skill tree, the upgrading, everything. And then Assassin's Creed Odyssey is actually the coolest looking one to me. My roommate actually still plays Odyssey to this day. It's like his favorite game ever. And I've never played Odyssey, and I've always wanted to. Kind of like Horizon Zero Dawn. It scares me because I know that game is so well made and it's so large that I feel like I'll just lose myself in that game. And lately I've been playing a lot more kind of like pick up and play games like Modern Warfare, Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Bros. I'll load up Pokemon Shield and I'll do a few like max raid den battles or whatever. I've just found out that with how busy I usually am and trying to stay consistent with all this YouTube stuff and getting my voice more out there, it's harder to really get invested into a big story-driven game. I think the last one I got really invested into,
It's probably Star Wars.
yeah, no, for sure, was Star Wars, was Jedi Fallen Order. That was, and I loved that game, dude. If you haven't played Jedi Fallen Order yet, trust me, pick up Fallen Order. You will not be disappointed. I I still play that game because they just did like a whole bunch of free DLC for it and free cosmetic stuff. So I was playing that a few days ago. But yeah, I'll be again. All of this comes back to just them releasing the fucking prices too, because like if they release the price and it's the same price for the digital and the standard PS5. To be honest with you, I'd probably get the standard one then, because if it's the same price, I may as well have the option to play discs.
Yeah.
Like I may as well have the option. But if it's $50 to $100 cheaper to just not have a 4K disc drive, fuck no, I'm going digital all the way. I don't care that much about physical at all anymore. Plus, I'm trying to limit the amount of physical things that I own. Me and Kate tend to move around a lot. So like I'm trying to limit the amount of stuff that I have. Oh, he said, I love you guys' channel. I subbed it up. The wife is calling me. Gotta go lay down, man. Take care. I completely understand, man. Thank you so much, though, for the kind words and for hopping in. And thanks for chatting and contributing to the conversation. You seem like a really cool dude. And like we kind of think on the exact same level with a lot of this stuff. So I hope you pop back in on the next live stream. Go have a nice night. Go say hello to the wife. And thanks, man. I'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. And honestly, we went even farther because Microsony Gaming came in here. Peace, man. Peace out. Thanks again. I appreciate the support more than you know. Seriously. And then I'll be covering everything else PS and PlayStation and Xbox from here on out. So I'm sure our conversations will only grow from here on out. But yeah, I'm going to look up at the chat really again.
I think that was
I'm surprised at how much actually came in, dude, because we had such a rocky start here. What's funny is how many people were like, yo, I'm here, man, I'm here. And I just didn't see anybody.
I know.
It's just
but I'm
fun.
glad it's working for right now.
Yeah, I know.
That's all that mattered.
I know. We have to you could remix how many times I say in a normal sentence, dude. I gotta stop that habit. But we have to come up with ideas for us to do on the next live stream where we actually have like a purpose. This one I did say was more like PlayStation 5 oriented. Like, let's talk about PlayStation and Xbox.
It's like next time we'll do a long one and do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'm next time I might try and have like Eli come through or whatever.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I want to try and find like a charity that I can have down below and have like a certain goal, like donate and basically say like, yo, I want to keep live streaming until we reach this goal for this charity.
I know one idea was me doing your makeup.
I know, which
still
eventually might do.
100% want to do that.
It'll happen. Don't worry. That's inevitable. That's, to me, the only reason why that hasn't happened yet is that that's just easy. I feel like that's such like a, oh, I don't know what to do. Let's just do makeup. Like, I want to think of something a little different, and then eventually we'll obviously do makeup.
Yeah.
Because that's like I'm saying, that's inevitable. That's going to happen no matter what. And because it would be entertaining. But we'll figure that out, whatever the next driving point in the live is, and then we'll have a charity to go along with it. I am contemplating possibly tomorrow filming a video kind of talking about a lot of the stuff going on in the world right now, and just throwing my voice out there and using the small platform that I have for whatever it's worth. But and then after that, we'll go right back into normal. I have a video coming out early next week about the AirPod Pros. And then after that, I think it might be time for me and Kate to film another video together.
I know, it's been a minute.
Yeah, so I'm going to upload my next video about the AirPod Pros, and then we will have our next video, which I feel like might be drunk painting
with Bob Ross. That's
part 2
with Eli.
It could be. It very well could be. We would have to figure out where we would set that up to have
enough room now.
Yeah, enough room to have 3 people set up on there. That might have to be a garage thing, or even just like a backyard thing,
like an outside thing in the patio. Yeah, we could do that.
I'm not quite sure yet, but either way, I think, yeah, like I'm saying, the next video will be, I don't know why I do this. Like I'm trying to flex on why I go over it. But the next video will be a funny look at the AirPod Pros in 2020 and kind of like an honest review on them. and then it'll be a comedy gag stuff with Kate as we probably get drunk off of maybe a different alcohol this time. Try to follow along with another Bob Ross video. Which, to anybody watching, if you haven't seen that video, go on my channel and check out Drunk Painting with Bob Ross. We 100% did get drunk in this room. That was not us lying or trying to be extra for the camera. We were drinking
100% drunk.
100%. We were drinking straight fucking vodka, and trying to paint in the best way possible. And obviously, I was being more comedic and messing up just to try and be the most outlandish drunk version of myself, but it was a lot of fun. So we'll do that again. There's another quiz I want to do. There's a quiz that I want to do. I want to film you taking another thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that same video, I think I'll probably do another one another quiz as well. Cause there's a quiz that I found, on what's this website
It's like,
called?
can I have a hint?
Oh, well, this is for me, but this is on a website or so an article. And the tagline is, it is impossible to get 100% on this hardcore Marvel Cinematic Universe quiz. And if anybody knows me, I'm like, challenge accepted. That is easy. Accepted. That's such a... Accepted. When you say it like that, you wouldn't think it's spelled the way it is. Accepted and accepted. God, what is this live? I'm sorry, guys. You don't have to listen to me talk about how stupid the English language is. But yeah, just know that we have a lot of stuff coming on the channel very soon here. I'm going to be keeping up with these live streams. These are a lot of fun for me, actually being able to interact and talk to subscribers and my friends and just straight up. So to the two people concurrently watching, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm glad that Kate was actually able to have her own mic and a chair this time.
I know, it was much better.
And Akira was able to bathe herself live on stream. I'm sure she's been enjoying it too.
I know, she slept. She's on crack mode now.
I know. My sweet little baby. But anyways, guys, that'll do it for tonight. I hope you have an amazing Saturday night. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. And before I actually just say that I'm going to get off of this, I have to figure out how to get off of this. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. I figured it out. All right. Again, the whole stream got messed up, but thanks for watching, guys. I will tweet out and put it on my channel too in the community page when I go live again next, which will probably be within the next couple days, maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm glad we had these talks, and I'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Bye.